I was presented the opportunity to join the Dakota Elementary School 5th grade band and play every Tuesday and Thursday. I desperately wanted to play the clarinet, however, I was chosen for percussion instead. Despite not getting the instrument I wanted, I stuck with it and have continued to play since. I've been playing for 8 years, and through those years of playing percussion, I've learned how to play many instruments, both in the percussion family and not. Through my own experience and research, I have noticed great benefits in learning and playing instruments, which is why I'll be discussing how to play a basic snare drum pattern and why it's important to learn to play. I will first discuss how to hold the drumstick, and then I will discuss how to read percussion rudiments, and then the language used to read those rudiments. And then I will discuss why it's important to learn to play. So before all of that, you have to have a few basic things, like a pair of drumsticks, a practice pad or a snare drum, and some form of practice book. Now, to hold the drumstick, you'll want to take your forefinger and your thumb and hold it 3/4 of the way up. Wrap it around and turn your hand so it's parallel to the drum head. Do the same to the other hand. Now to strike the drum head, you want to flick your wrist, because if you don't, you'll get a dead sound, like so. Dead sound. Good sound. Okay, according to the Vienna Symphonic Library, the common snare drum dates all the way back to the Middle Ages, where it was used in the military to send signals to the soldiers. But drums have been used long before that as a tool for communication and storytelling. Having said that, you can see why percussion has its own language, and that language is called rudiments. So, there are thousands of different rudiments, but it would take hours to talk about them. So I'm going to go basic and talk about eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes. Each note has its own unique way of playing and counting. So, for example, a whole note gets 4 beats, and to play it, you'll have to buzz the drum head. To buzz, you'll loosely hold the stick and let it bounce multiple times, like so. So to count for a whole note, 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, and 4. A half note is just like a whole note, except it gets 2 beats. 1, 2. And a quarter note gets 1 beat, and this time it's just a straight strike. So quarter note. An eighth note is like a quarter note, where it gets 1 strike, but it's half of a quarter note, so 1 and. Now to play a drum pattern, I'll be using rhythm roundup, letters A and B. So to play this one, it has quarter notes, eighth notes, half notes, and whole notes. So measure 1 has 4 eighth notes. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. Measure 2 has a quarter note and 3 eighth notes. 1, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. Measure 4 has 4 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And measure 5 has 2 half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you play it all together, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So why should you care, and why is it important? According to Dr. Mary Williams, an instructor at the American Heart Association, music is therapeutic because it stimulates brainwaves which distract from physical and emotional pain. Bronwyn Ellis from the University of South Australia conducted research in 2015 that showed people who played instruments could focus better, tended to receive higher grades, had better hand-eye coordination, and were more likely to challenge themselves mentally. Through my own observation of myself and peers, I've also noticed that students in the music program were better at dealing with stress and had less stage fright. All of those skills are important, especially since we are students and are constantly under pressure and stress in the classroom, and especially having to public speak, which requires focus and some semblance of being able to speak in front of people, like this class. And maybe you aren't a percussion type of person. So what? There are thousands of instruments out there that you can learn. The point is that knowing how to play an instrument can benefit you in the workforce and in school. Thank you.